Sure. Did I need one?
We got 2 more minutes.
Thank you.
You good? We have a nice warm applause for Matt Blyton and Steve and Chuck. And of course Corey too. So what a wonderful way to start our service today. And welcome everyone to fellowship. And all those watching virtually, thank you for joining in. And at the fellowship, we recognize that all encounters are holy, and we know that our time together is by divine appointment. And just so happy that you're all here. And it's just so good to see all these faces, and good to, I know for those watching online, we're going to open the service today with a song, and it's the prayer of the children of love from our wonderfully beloved Corey, and it's found right on the front of your songbook.
Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything. Every day, in every way, our prayer is this. Everywhere, let love be there, and so it is. Back at the top. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything. To the end. Father, Mother, God, your children pray, be love in us in every way.
Thank you everyone. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And before we do our opening meditation, just want you to draw your attention to your packets, and along with the bulletin, you'll find the card for your financial gift, and there is a connection card there too. So if anyone's new or has any information they need to update on, like an address or email, just fill that out so you can get some of our announcements that come. And also on the back is a place to list those that we want to have remembered later on in the service. So you can fill that out too. And then when John comes around later, you can just put that card in the basket. And then we'll have that special time of prayer. And now I'll invite you to our opening meditation. So I just invite you to either close your eyes or soften your gaze. Find a nice open and receptive position. Think of open across your collarbones, real tall, in your spine. Maybe just lifting up slightly from your heart. And taking just a moment to feel the whole the whole feet on the earth, the whole shape of that foot. Maybe you think of roots growing down and just feeling that wonderful support beneath our feet. And just turning within in whatever way works best for you to let your system know that this is sacred time during which we get to drop into the love that's at the center of us. It's taking some low, slow breaths in and out. And allowing yourself to be present in this moment. And in this moment. Low, slow, deep breaths. And here I have a reading I'd like to share from A Course in Miracles, Lesson 156. I walk with God in perfect holiness. The question, who walks with me, should be asked 1,000 times a day, till certainty has ended all doubting and established peace. Today, let doubting cease. Let us remember who walks with us. And may our time in this sacred fellowship for today's service replenish, restore, and inspire us. And taking another deeper breath in and out as we come back to this space. And let's give a big welcome to the Matt Blyton Band, Matt, Steve, and Chuck.
It's wonderful to see you guys, and it's wonderful to be here. And I'm glad that there's this meditation time to start, because I come in a little bit, one step behind. So, for example, this is a song in G, and I have my C harmonic in, which would have been very disappointing for me and you too. This song is called Yesterday Man. There it is. And imagine that it's a cartoon in a fight between yesterday and tomorrow. So there's Yesterday Man, and then there's Tomorrow Dude. Tomorrow Dude's cooler, but Yesterday Man, he's insistent and annoying. Yesterday man calls up tomorrow dude, tell him to leave his world alone, shouts into the answering machine, tomorrow dude's never home.
That's awesome. One more time for Matt. That's so good. And then please stand if you're able, and we're going to join in a fellowship song. It's on page 25. It's in Every One of Us. Oh, and then stay standing for the namaste, greeting, or a hug, whichever feels best to you.
It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us, by and by. It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up all your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing how. It's in every one of us now, right now.
Greetings, everyone.
What was that?
I think of Charlie, Willy Wonka.
Oh, the good
That
egg.
one part.
I'm not familiar with the movie.
Oh, okay.
The book.
Recording our voices if we talk loud.
Hot.
Nice to see you.
Hi. Look at me. What are you doing?
How's business? You doing well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a hard job, I know, but somebody has to do it.
Okay. Oh, that's such a fun time of service. So awesome. All righty. And I'm so happy right now to introduce our wonderful speaker, our own spiritual director, Reverend Mary Sabaj. Big hand.
sun is shining. Yay! The sky is blue. And we're having a heat wave. It's hard not to smile under those conditions, right? I've been sighing all day. I didn't get a whole night's sleep last night. So here's last Sunday. Reverend John Taylor gave a most wonderful talk to us, and he spoke to us about creativity, the energy of creativity, where it comes from and how we in our human form open to it and allow this creative life force, God, our source, to move through us. Each of us a creator, illuminated, animated, and fueled by this force. And together, we are co-creators of our collective human experience. And that just reminded me how often we need to be reminded about energy. That everything is energy. In our human life experience is based on our energy frequency that we are always radiating and emitting. We can never be reminded of this too often. Our frequency depends on our unique emotions, beliefs, attitudes, thought patterns, behaviors, subconscious and conscious, and is even influenced by our higher self. And all of this data in the form of energy frequency is transmitted out into the creative medium, this field of unlimited potential. A field that the field then responds back to us accordingly. So a relatable analogy that I thought of is the algorithms that run all of the social media sites and streaming services that we use for Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, all those things, movies, music, podcasts, all of that. In their purest form, and I'm going to repeat that, purest form, their purpose, the purpose of these algorithms is to funnel back to us what it is that we want to experience. The music we want to listen to, the movies that we might be interested in, given what we've already watched. They use a lot of data. What we watch, they pay attention to that. The thumbs up, thumbs down, whether we subscribe or not, whether we comment or not. This is especially with regard to YouTube. And we provide all of these companies our data. And from that data, they send back to us recommendations and information and news. Have you noticed, I definitely noticed during campaigns that I only see, usually, I only see information and news about the campaign that I would agree with. I don't see a lot of information from the other side of the fence. And that's exactly what these algorithms are doing. Now, if we set aside that these algorithms, these that I'm talking about, are created by humans, working in the interest of large corporations, and motivated by money and power, we're going to set that aside and just see the algorithm in its purest form for what it's meant to do. So we can see this, then, use that analogy of this vast, pure algorithm process out in this field of unlimited possibility that is receiving our data, our information through our energy frequency, and matching, finding matches send back to us, to provide back to us from that very data that we provided. It's just an interesting way of thinking about it. I think it's very relatable, and it brings this big, huge, hard to wrap your head around thing into something that we all use every day anymore. And this reminds us that all of the spiritual work that we do, the practices that we maintain, forgiveness, releasing, letting go, meditation, visualization, and we go to the fellowship, right? So there's a huge list of these. Meditation, grounding, gratitude practices, affirmations, all kinds of healing modalities. These are all very important for us to use to clean up, simplify, and focus our data that we're emitting out into the field. Clearing the channel for transmission. And all of our work is so well supported by our spiritual tools, the spiritual teaching and tools that we have learned here at the fellowship. One example is Call It Good. I just recently saw an author talk about this notion of Call It Good, and she said that it was superficial and dismissive. And my thought in return was, then you don't actually understand it. Because it's not saying that we dismiss our negative experiences, our hurts, our traumas. We're not dismissing that. We're using it in a different way. We're using it in a positive way. Call It Good is another way of saying that all experiences resulting from the data that we provide back to the field show us in real time the frequency that we're operating at. So we can look around in our lives, at our happiness level, at our joy level, at our abundance level, and know what kind of data we're transmitting. It also shows us where we can make different choices to receive different outcomes. And it opens us to see, this is my favorite, opens us to see the many gifts resulting from what seem to be or may initially appear as negative experiences. The other teaching that always comes to mind when I think of the fellowship is, help me see this a different way. And this is a Course in Miracles. And both of these really are the energy of willingness. The energy of willingness to open and allowing energy, helping us to align with new ideas and possibilities. Allowing us to be able to see the different choices as they become available. This energy loosens our grip on our way of thinking. I know it. This is the way it is. It loosens our grip. I remember this was a most powerful use of this asking, help me see this a different way. Well, and I'm sure I've told the story. I was studying A Course in Miracles in the School of Ministry, and I just thought, what is this? I just could not wrap my head around it. But I wanted to so badly, because so many people that I knew here at the fellowship loved it, and I thought, there's got to be something here. There's got to be a way of understanding this that I am missing. I was on my way home from class that night, literally with tears rolling down my face, because I was so frustrated with myself. And I said this phrase, please help me see this a different way. Help me see A Course in Miracles a different way. And it was immediate. I can't even explain it. It was like this wave came over me of calmness. And from that moment on, I too loved it, and I was able to see it for the messages that it was providing. And it was just allowing me, I think, to open my heart, to open my mind to something that I wasn't used to, something that a different way of writing and communicating that I wasn't used to. But it was very powerful. So this data that we're providing, obviously then, is very important to our life experience, this frequency, because we all want to be seen, to be understood and respected, to feel valued and to feel worthy. And we all want to know joy, peace, and abundance of all types. So I want to talk a little bit about a specific kind of energy, and it's the energy of support, the energy frequency of supporting. It's a very compassionate energy. And like all energy, it's there for us always if we choose to open our awareness to it, to tap into it. We don't have to create it ourselves. It's there like that flow of love that comes through us. So we need to tap into it, and maybe most importantly, we need to participate in it. It's a pure, inseparable dynamic of giving support and receiving support. And one never exists without the other, except when other energies are at play. In our book discussion yesterday, this came up, this idea of giving and receiving our one in truth, which we hear a lot here at the fellowship. And if we choose to support through this generous, thoughtful, mindful, respectful energy, those same states will be echoed back to us. This choice to support others by seeing and valuing them is the choice to be seen and valued ourselves. When we consciously participate in this incredible, energetic dynamic, this pure, genuine, inspired by love, energy of support, we experience it as this ever-flowing, eternal wellspring of love within us. And I'd like to invite us to do just a little reflection right now, if you would. Close your eyes and go back within, and Corey can provide us with a little music. And I'm just going to read something to you. I just want you to take it in. Take it in as a receiver of support. And I'm going to use the word I. So receive it if it resonates with you. I live in an energy field, a vast, magnificent field that is God, that is my source. And this supportive energy holds me, reaches for my hand, and walks beside me. It carries my burdens and tends to my hurts. It answers my questions and offers me calm and peace. It shifts my perspective while nudging me in a more helpful direction. And it pushes me from the nest, only to prove that I can fly. It's contrast that I feel, experiences of something I might call negative, is a launch, not a kick. This magnificent energy field of love is a seaworthy vessel that transports me through this rough and tumble voyage we call our human experience. Let's take a couple breaths and come back into the room. The most beautiful example of the energy of support that I know of is right here in this room. It's the fellowship as a spiritual community, as an organization, as a group of beautiful beings who are learning together to navigate this human experience. Recently, I heard someone describe the fellowship as the most warm and loving community they've ever experienced. And this was very recently. So that tells me that we as a group are participating in the pure, genuine, love-inspired energy of support in our lives, and every Sunday when we come here, in every activity that we participate in at the fellowship, and as we turn to each other, offering support and receiving support. And I think we often forget that one of the most important ways that we can share our supporting energy is through our presence, whether it be with a friend, a family member in need, or here. Your presence is one of the most important things to this group, just being here. Not out of obligation. Fellowship is not about obligation. It's about freedom. But being here, joining together in this community from a love-inspired devotion for yourself and for this fellowship family. And for the desire to merge your energy, your divine light energy with everyone else's here in this room. And when this is our goal, when this is our intention, our frequency raises and our energy expresses in this world of love, as love, and impacts the entire universe. So I want to express to all of you my gratitude and appreciation. To all of you who make this fellowship experience possible. Your presence, your generous donations, your help, your assistance in all sorts of ways, and your dedication to aligning your energy frequency with divine love. Your devoted energy to aligning with love. And I see that everywhere, all the time, and I feel it as well. So thank you, and namaste.
Namaste. so much. Thank you so much, Mary, for that beautiful message. And this is just such a wonderful community. Gosh, and that energy is definitely felt. And now it is time where we will take a moment and just to give thanks for, again, like Reverend Mary has talked about, for this wonderful community and how this beautiful community exists because of the generous donations. And we come here and we're able to get this spiritual nourishment because of your generosity. So a very big thank you for all of you that have given in so many ways throughout the years. And our Corey will be playing I Am Grateful as John comes around. Make sure that you have your card with those that you'd like remembered in prayer. Hand that, you can put that right in the basket as well. And we can sing together.
Grateful, I am grateful, 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 grateful, I am grateful.
And now, if you could please join me as we bless our offerings and affirm our abundance by reading together the blessing on the front of your bulletin. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. And then if we can just take another moment to go within, perhaps close your eyes, gaze downward as we think of those that are listed on our prayer cards here, and all those that are in your hearts that we are remembering, sending love, light, and healing. And let them all know and feel this deep love and care in every cell in their bodies. And also, we pray that they all know without a doubt that they are perfect, whole, blessed children of love. Never alone, and remembering always who walks with them. This is our prayer. And just taking a breath in and out. And we have another song by our wonderful Matt, Steve, and Chuck. Big hand.
of applause.
And thanks, I was so glad to hear Reverend Mary's talk. I wrote this song, actually, I looked like this when I wrote that song. See this guy, he's got hair and some kind of beard, I don't know what that's about. But I was involved in fellowship over by East Lansing High School, and the song is called "Start All Over Again," and it's the same sort of. Actually, it reminds me of Michael Singer, who, for a long time, whenever he would go through a doorway, he had a recentering ritual that he did. And that's a commitment. Most people, they start over, maybe in the beginning of the day, get it over with, but it's... No need to run or fight. No reason to feel blue. Just got lost in the woods. Stories that aren't true. Don't you think, after all that we've been through, there's no good place to hide. The only thing to do is start all over again. Start it all over again. When a new word, just the other day, was talking with my old buddies and took them out to play. Left me in the living room with nothing much to say. Now they want to be creative anyway, have to start all over again. Start all over again. Once I was a boy, such a sad face then. Spent street time drinking and smoking, and arguing with his dad. Games of strife and fear and hurt.
So good, so good. Love that energy, right? Now that's amazing energy. Oh, goodness. Okay, we have announcements. Woldemar Walk, Sunday, February 2nd, coming up at 12:30 with Reverend Sue Quinn. Valentine's fundraiser pizza party. So put this down. It's right on Valentine's Day, the 14th at 5:30. And it's going to be pizza provided, and then just bring a side, a dessert or a salad or something. And there's music, really good music. Yes. And a game or two, good company, and suggested donations, $15. So that's right on Valentine's Day, February 14th at 5:30. Death Cafe will be Saturday, February 15th at 2 o'clock. And we've got healing movements Monday at 4 right here. That's the mat class. And there's a chair yoga at 4 on Thursday. And we have our potluck today, so please stay and join us for that. And just a big thank you for another great service. And for all those here, like Mary, Reverend Mary said, what a difference that makes. And also watching virtually. So thank you for joining us. And a big thank you for Corey and our Nat and Steve and Chuck. They're hiding back here, right? And our Reverend Mary with a beautiful message, such a good message, and Samantha, and now
John.
and John, yes, you bet, John.
And Julie. Don't forget Julie.
Thank you. And now I invite you all to join us in our peace circle and for the closing blessing. And if you're not sure of the words, bring just the back of the bulletin. You've got the words on there.
On earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live